What are you calling the game tonight?
What I am taking over. I even brought my dark sunglasses so I can see better. And
You might have do a better job than the ones
I'm telling you,
on Friday
man.
night.
There's nothing to this. Like, I mean, anyway, you throw a shirt on. I mean, I don't even need skates.
You can probably walk around on the ice.
All right. Well, happy Halloween from the Hive, everybody. Yes, I know. No fooling you guys. David Burrows here, along with my friend Connor Burke, who just thinks that I'm funny. Either that, you're laughing at me.
Oh, we're laughing with
You're
you.
not. No, you're not. You're laughing at me totally. I get it. It's been a big part of my life. People laughing at me.
Gotten you where you got to be today.
I've made some good money doing it, though. Let me tell you. That's it. It is bright in here. I texted my picture to Lee Cunningham before we just did this, and he's like, very official. You can just hear him, eh? Like, very official, David. Right? So, Lee Cunningham and Pat DeRocha, you can check them out on chok.com and 103.9 FM, 1070 AM, CHOK. I saw Terry Doyle downstairs, and he had his suit on. I said, "Where's your costume?" He said, "You're looking at it." Oh, okay. But that,
Just regular day-to-day.
Kojako, Your TV Sarnia, Terry Doyle and Barry Wright will be doing the play-by-play as always on television. And okay, I can't see anything that I need to see to do my job now, right? So hopefully that brought some happiness into your life. Of course, we're here in the Hughes Intelligence Canada Hockey Suite, getting ready for the Sarnia Sting to take on the London Knights. And we're going to get into some of that and our thoughts on that. But first, Connor, I know you've got a few things to say about our loss to Niagara, right?
Yeah, I'd certainly say so. I would say it was stolen out of our hands at the end there.
Okay.
I mean, you don't leave the game up to the refs, but they really put us in a bind at the end there, I think. With the
feel free, go, I know you're the fan. Here's what I will tell you before he answers. We were down at post game, and before post game got started, you come up to me and you were pissed.
I was fuming.
And it was like, I've never seen you like that. Sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, that was just blah blah blah," but you were upset.
You try not to rag on the refs too much, but I think that was an excuse.
Yeah.
For nobody really. It was the breakaway that was a penalty instead of a penalty shot. Whatever, we'll take it. And then a really, really weak interference call at the blue line for the Ice Dogs to go down and score 30 seconds later. So kind of ruined our power play. And again, you can't leave the game up to the refs, but you gotta have a little bit of help here and there. I think it'd be nice to have.
And speaking of power play, I mean, what can we say about it? It's what have we had 7 power plays?
Yep, and a 5-on-3 early as well that we couldn't capitalize on.
Got one.
It's abysmal.
It's a huge part of, I think, what's holding this team back from getting several points further ahead than where they are right now. And I think they're doing great, all things considered. Everybody calls this a young team, which they are, but I feel like they're growing really fast. It just seems like that one spot.
That's a lot of points to give up, and you have an opportunity to bury teams on the power play, especially when you get that many. Like, you get 3 goals up, their confidence is shook, and you're on your way. Like, it's something that it's really important. You have to score on the power play.
Yeah, and if we feel it as the fans, the whatevers, the players are definitely feeling it, and even it's not like they're unaware of it, right? They've talked about it at post game several times. They're like, "Yeah, we're doing that." When they were away, they were nailing it.
Yeah, it's like they have the confidence to perform. Not at like I said before. I think maybe it's just too much at the home arena, and you just feel it. You feel everybody on top of you,
Yeah.
And it's in the back of your mind, and then there goes 2 minutes, and you're like, oh, geez, another one bites the dust.
Now that being said, Kevin he was a force to be. We talked about him before the game on Friday, and he certainly showed. He made us look like we knew what we were talking about. That's for sure, right?
Yeah, thanks to him, he's such a powerful skater.
He is. You can't take anything away from him.
No, he's such a strong body on the puck, and you really got to work to get it off of him.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, let's talk about the goalies that we're going to see. I don't. Did we see who's starting yet, or?
Serdicia and like I said, Medvedev started last night for London, so it's pretty doubtful he'll go back to back. I think we'll see Austin Elliott tonight.
Is that who I got up there? That's who you said. That's who played
He
last
played
night.
last night, yeah. So it'll be probably not a back to back.
Right. Okay. Well, then let's talk about Elliott. Then let's take a look at the comparison there. I mean, this is well, and he's new, right?
Yeah, a fresh OHL goal. He just came from the WHL. It's a little bit of London Knights magic again.
Right.
Seems to be. I don't know how they do it, but I'd say there's a little bit of money behind the scenes. But I guess that's the way it goes.
Okay. All right. Fan perspective here, folks. This is unofficial. This is unofficial. But like you also have to look at to Nick Strzicka. He's really stood out for this team so far. Well, he did last year too. I think, obviously he's getting more opportunity this year to perform for the Sarnia Sting. They started bringing him out a little bit more last year near the end, I guess, because maybe they thought, because we weren't really getting anywhere. So but he did a fantastic job. And when our other goalies had to step down and because of being hurt or away or whatever, like Nick really has strongly come through for this Sarnia Sting club.
Yeah, definitely. Going back to that school day game with 42 saves,
Right.
That's the kind of guy you need. You obviously don't want to rely on your goalie that much,
No.
but to have the confidence to know that your goalie's going to be there to stop 42 saves, it really gives you a lot.
Well, and yeah, you don't want 42 shots on goal if you're
Absolutely
the team. But I've always said, I think the goalie doesn't mind 42 saves because that looks really good on a chart.
That for sure, and it keeps them active as well. Sometimes
Yeah.
they feel like they're sitting in the net too much and a little bit of game rust. But
You can fall asleep.
yeah, but 42 saves, like you're around the blue paint every second of the night.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of balance to being a goalie. I mean, obviously you've got to be able to move in the critical moments of a game, but then there is that featured skill in a goalie that when the team isn't quite performing the way they should be, are supposed to be, you can rely on that goalie to save the day, so to speak.
Yeah, really nice to have that option at the back. Like you don't want to rely on him, but it just gives you so much confidence to know that he's there.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what's your take on Elliott? Like he seems to he's been holding his own pretty good.
He's
so far.
doing great, and he was
Right.
fantastic in the WHL. So I'm a little worried of this guy. But
Yeah.
they always seem to find a good goalie. The Knights did without much effort to it. They don't have to draft them high. They always kind of find him sitting around. I don't know how they dragged him from another league. I don't know how they did it, but that's
Who
it's
knows? Well,
pretty incredible.
and their first and second goalies both are often not 100% equal, but like your first for a reason. But it seems like the second goalie is pretty strong as well with the London Knights always. I mean, we saw when we made it to the playoffs there 2 seasons ago, fooled us, right? Because their main goalie was out.
Brett Burrows, right?
Yeah, we thought, oh, okay,
Sweet, here we go. Yeah, the second goalie stepped in and he took over.
So let's go over to say hello to TikTok. Hello, everybody out there in TikTok land. Auntie Toe is out there. She's our moderator, and she's sending gifts. Look at that. And she's loving us out there. If you're watching on TikTok, please tap that screen so we can get up to, we'd like to see 17,000. We're going to stay on TikTok during the whole game. We take breaks here on Facebook and YouTube. So if you want behind the scenes, come on over and find me on TikTok. It's simply David Burrows. All right, well, good for the goalies. Now, where do we want to go next? Do we want to do? Well, okay, we'll do this right here. Sam Dickinson and Beckham Edwards. I mean, pretty obvious why you'd be comparing these two. They're fairly close in what's happening out there as far as their stats go, right? You can see like Beckham Edwards with 6 goals and 5 assists, and then Sam there with 7 goals, 5 assists. You know, it's great to have someone who's a strong scorer, but to have a strong scorer and someone who's involved in the assist is really an extra bonus.
Yeah, like you said before, it's a great even to have. You don't want to have too many goals or too many assists. You want to be a well-rounded player, and that's Sam Dickinson. And it shows why he went so high in the NHL draft to the San Jose Sharks. And I thought he might have made the roster this year just because the Sharks are a rough team right now and looking for any help they can get. But
Yeah.
he got sent back, and here he is tearing up the league.
Yeah. Well, and we talked the other day about, like Nathan O'Mary, for example, was away at Collingwood and then very quickly back. And sometimes maybe that's a bit of a wake-up call. So maybe for Sam Dickinson, like he's been on fire lately. Sometimes you get sent away and you're like, yay. And then you get sent back and you're like, oh. So I guess I got to work harder.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a driving force in a player.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure that's part of the conversation of getting sent back too. Like, this isn't forever. You're not going to be here. Just go back, do what you do best, and dominate your junior league, and then come back to us when you're ready. And I'm sure that they know that. They're looking to make every opportunity because there's scouts here a lot. They're excuse me. They're hiding in plain sight, but they're here and they're watching a lot of these players.
I was coming up out of the media room, and shout out to one of the volunteers here. There's many volunteers, ushers, etc., and then there's a couple of young folks that monitor the media room, make sure the people. So OHL is here, NHL is here, and I was coming up out from downstairs, and an NHL guy and the lady said, "Man, are you OHL or NHL?" He said NHL. She said, "May I see your pass, please?" And he was kind of like, had to show us, usually they get recognized or whatever, but there's some new people here. And I winked and I at him and I said, "I'd be checking him too, right?" And anyway, I just thought it was great because she's doing her job, like that's what they're there for, to make sure. Because some people will dress the part and try to sneak in, That's how I got here in the first place. Put on a tie and I was like, I belong here.
Hey, I'm Mr. Burrows.
Right. So anyway, shout out to all the volunteers there. But yeah, it just goes to the point. Like he was here, and there's several NHL folks here tonight, OHL. So there's always a lot of people watching, and that's got to be in the back of a player's mind as well. I need to perform for my team. But again, another bit of a driving, some motivation and inspiration to go, game on.
Oh, big time. Yeah. Especially a game like this, like NHL scouts are aware this is it's the best rivalry in the OHL, hands down. And I think these two teams know that they have to perform at their best when they play each other. It makes for a super exciting game. I wouldn't be surprised to see the attendance close to sold out tonight just because of the Knights fans.
I believe it is sold out. I had people asking me for tickets, and I was like, there was no way I was just handing them out. I gave them away for a prize, so I'll give a shout out to Marge and Gord Beaton, who won tickets, as well as to Barry Loxton and his wife Deborah are here tonight in our season's ticket giveaway. So congratulations to them. All right, let's talk some strategy now. You look like when we go back to the Niagara Ice Dogs on Friday. You and I talked, and it was like, how would you play with that Kevin He on that team? How would you play? And you were like defensively. Want to maybe try to tire them out on the defense side of things. We were talking about, keep your friends close strategy kind of thing. But it's Hunter hockey.
This is a tough team. Yeah, it's a totally different style of play they're gonna come out hard, hot, throwing the body, shooting any shot they can get on net. You just have to match the energy because it's gonna be there. The hits are gonna be there. There's probably gonna be a fight. To your dismay.
Well, no, I'm getting better at it. I just never what's the point? But you explained it very well, and actually post game.
I was gonna say who brought it up in the post.
They did. They brought it up, and then they were like, "Yeah, Bodine was here, and he pounded that guy or whatever they said." Right? I was like, "Wow."
He said he really beat that kid up. I was like, "That is a good way of putting it." I guess. Mitch Young
and then got a goal.
Yeah. 30 seconds later,
right.
It's
Mitch
important.
said it very well.
Yeah, I laughed so hard at that. You really beat that kid up.
Yeah, well, true to that. So if you're just joining us here, what time is the game? Okay, Auntie Toe says football just started. We don't care about that. Lee Cunningham will be – he's a huge football guy, right?
Yeah, I am not a football guy.
He'll be what time is the game? 2:05 is the puck drop. Why can't I talk? Puck drop here today. Thanks for asking. And TikTok, we are trying to get. We already got Connor the beer and the hot dog, but now everything you donate on TikTok from now till the end of November, I'm going to take them by coffee cards and hand them out to random people in our community. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, don't be shy. You can come on over and check us out on TikTok as well. And there is a way for you to support the broadcast here also on Facebook. It's called Stars. And if you click in the comments section, you'll see a little star, and you can decide how much you want to donate to support the broadcast here to help us keep bringing you these. I got to keep buying him beer and hot dogs.
The beef sandwiches are back. You know, that might be the next
Oh,
one.
yeah. I've never had one of those. You said they're pretty good?
They are pretty good, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then brownstones today, or... Well, I don't know. We'll talk about that. We'll see. We did brownstones on Friday.
Nobody came to shake our hands.
Nobody came to shake our hands. You were disappointed. I could tell.
Disappointed.
Actually, there was a bit of a tear right here. And it's like, I thought the fans would
a little
up.
bitty tear.
It's like nobody's watching, Connor. I don't know if I told you that when I hired you. Nobody's watching here. So I also want to give a shout-out to our friends at Sting Assist. They are volunteers here who make Sting Assist work, which gives back into the community. And I'll be clear, like the Sarnia Sting gives back into the community. Sting Assist is a separate entity, and the volunteers are what makes that work. And you can support them by going to sarniasting5050.com. And for big, I am predicting a $7,000-8,000 pot today.
Yep.
We saw like 5,000 on Friday, I think.
Yeah, it was another good pot. I just hope it doesn't go home to a London fan.
London fan, right? And, well, let's give them a shout-out again as well, though. There's a lot of them here today. IDK, they're playing the London Knights today, right? Do us a favor out in TikTok land. Tap that screen. Can you get us to 5,000 likes before the game starts? We've got about 45 minutes away. And somebody always asks me, will you be showing the game today? No, we don't show the game. We're not allowed to show the game. That goes to our friends over at Your TV Sarnia and Kojiko. So.
Or the CHL TV.
And the CHL app as well. That's right. Good point in there. Do you buy your 50-50 tickets all the time?
I do. I'm always disappointed, but I always buy them.
Yeah, you've never won, eh?
The game betrays me.
The game betrays you. Yeah, that's been happening a lot lately.
As soon as I see the first two numbers, I'm like, oh.
I bet you if you win that and we announced it, then someone would come up to you at Brownstones and shake your hand.
Yeah. Oh, hey, no.
How you doing? Where's my beer?
Yeah, I saw your whole show, actually. Every single period.
I watched the video when you didn't.
You did what?
You're going to hold that one over my head for a while. I know. Did you watch those videos I think? Oh, yeah, briefly.
Yeah. Oh, look, you sent me these videos. Busted.
Totally busted out there.
Special shout out to Ruslan Karimov as well for his first goal on Friday night. I was losing my mind.
You were elated for sure.
Hopefully my mom doesn't hear this one, but I had just ordered a Karimov jersey in the store during the second intermission, and it was a sign. That was a sign.
Does your mom get mad at you because you're like, you're spending all your money on that? You should be saving for a house.
Yes. Yes, she does.
She's right. I'm on your side, Mom. Sorry I don't pay him more.
Hopefully she's grocery shopping right now.
Ian Veenendahl just followed us out there on TikTok. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate you. Yeah, well, I mean, you're living at home. If you don't want to hear Mom or Dad tell you what to do, I guess you got to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
But single ladies in the house, that means you got tons of money if you're spending it on.
Sure, yeah. Sure. That's what that means.
I'm not helping you much here, am I? Right?
Digging me a hole.
You're going to have to introduce me to Mom and Dad someday.
I will, for sure, yeah. I'll try and get them out to a game. They're never...
Yeah.
They come out very often.
Just tell them, I know a guy who's got tickets.
Perfect.
There you go. All right. Let's talk about strategy here. We were getting there and then we got silly. Again, this is, I don't know, like you talk about like a tough team here, of course, and you might see some fights, but maybe not.
Yeah, no,
We've seen them just come to play hockey.
yeah, I'm sure that's probably like I don't think they ever plan to fight, but it's just the emotions that are on the ice.
Wow.
I'm sure Hunter and Letang are both saying, "Hey, keep your emotions in check. Like if it happens, it happens. But you know, play smart, play strong, get a goal. Like I said, it's not. It's I don't think it's in the plans to. Hey, go out there and fight somebody. That's kind of.
I don't think
those
you can.
days are gone.
You know what? Whoever you are, I know sometimes the egos get in the way, right? And they go, "Well, we're going to let them know that we're not taking any crap," which I get that, but I think I don't think Sarnia Sting can afford to bring that out to the ice on their own. I think they have to defend themselves, but I don't think. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they want to come out here and go, "Okay, we're looking for a fight today." They're looking for a fight in the sense of we're going to play better hockey than you.
Yeah, it's usually an uphill battle too when we play them like that. These guys know how to fight. A lot of them made the Memorial Cup this year. A lot of these guys are the same players. Easton Cowan, they know what it takes.
Right.
Like they can throw with the best of them, and I think it's going to be tough if you want to go out there and fight every single shift.
So, my regular question: offensive or defensive against London?
Offensive. Let's go with offensive.
Yeah, let's
tonight.
go with offensive.
Bring it to them. Try and get as many shots as you can in the first 10 minutes. Wear them down and just get them into a system.
Well, that's like, going back again to Niagara's game. Easton was the second period. I think it was second period, and Easton, they just come out swinging.
Yep.
And Easton Wainwright, already could fly, but he grew some golden wings, and we just saw him flying into the, taking on the goalie right away. Like, there's that kind of an energy as well to say, even if you're just getting in there and you don't make the goal, but you just come right at that goalie, you got yourself a clean shot, you take the shot just to whack him and say, I'm right here, you better be paying attention.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of shot it is. Like, hit him in the pad, hit him in the chest, just get him moving,
Yeah.
Let him get uncomfortable, make some cross-crease passes, get him slide post to post, just really, you want him moving. You don't want him stagnant and comfortable in the net.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, let's talk about the obvious, and I don't know whether we'll see him or not, but brother versus brother. Not a new topic, but always an interesting one. This guy, Pothead, are you guys a couple? I didn't have to read that out just so
No,
you know.
you didn't.
But, yeah, we're a couple. We're a couple of good friends talking about hockey.
Couple of good-looking guys.
Right, there you go.
It doesn't look like Sim made the lineup tonight.
No. Okay, well,
Which is a bummer, but...
Well, let's talk about Lane Sim. I think when he came here last year, the bar was set really high.
Yep.
Because of the obvious. His father, was a great player, and his brother, great player. And, we haven't seen him, he hasn't gained any points this year, so.
He's only played 3 games.
Right, so, my point, 3 games, you go but if he's not playing tonight, what's going on? Is he not hungry enough? Is the coaching staff saying, you haven't earned this spot here yet? And that's got to be frustrating when you're a player that maybe has some coattails to live up to.
Oh, certainly, yeah. And I'm sure it probably feels disappointed not getting into the lineup every night. But it seems he's on the outside looking in for now anyway. He's gotten beat out. But with Beckham Edwards and Diorio heading off for a couple weeks, that might be his opportunity to step into the lineup and say, hey, I'm still here. I'd like to be here and be a part of this team.
Yeah, well, it might be an opportunity for many young players to come up and prove themselves. You've got Anderson out there, O'Mary, and a few others. Everyone is here as a part of a team, but then there is also a point of, I don't care how you spell it, I think there's an individualism that goes on too, because everybody selfishly wants to get higher to the next level. So how do you balance that?
Yeah, that's for sure. That's the goal is to play in the NHL.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of these guys come to junior just saying, this is where my career ends, and I hope I don't go anywhere after everything. Yeah, selfishly for sure that, you can win as a team, but you might get left behind when the top 3 players on your team are getting noticed and you're 4th or 5th on the line, and the scouts kind of say, oh, I'd pick these 3 over him.
Right. Oh, I was waiting for Pothead to. I want to think about.
That was probably a drop and go.
Probably. Yeah. TikTok's funny because they're anonymous names. Right?
Oh, I know. It's
Whereas Facebook, it's like real names. Well, mostly, right? Anyway,
I'm getting into your profile and find out where you live.
Yeah, right. I live in Sarnia. I'm not hard to find.
I know. I guess not.
I have a van that has
Just
my
look for the
name
van
all.
with your
Just look
face
for
on
the
it, yeah.
van, and it's an old van too. A buddy of mine teased me. He's like, "That's a Pontiac. They don't even make those anymore, right?" I'm like, "I don't know, but how much did you pay for your vehicle?"
It's vintage.
It's vintage. Yeah, I could be a part of the street cruisers in that one there. Let's start. We'll start wrapping things up here in a few minutes here. But what do you think needs to happen in the first period in order for the Sarnia Sting to kind of say and kind of welcome the London Knights into the arena?
Hard hockey. Like I said, don't go out there looking for a fight, but make sure you finish your checks. Make sure you're getting your shots in. Crisp, hard passes that aren't getting picked off by a very smart team that knows to watch for things like that.
Yeah.
Just be structured, be strong, be hard. I think that's a good strategy.
And don't be afraid.
No,
I think sometimes we
sure.
get afraid out there and we go, ugh.
Yeah, like you don't want to be the one. I'm the one with the puck. Oh, get it away so I don't make the mistake.
Yeah. But that comes from the confidence side of thing. Where you keep holding on to that puck a little bit longer. I do think sometimes we've seen the team get afraid and, oh, quick, your turn.
Yep.
Here, I don't want it. It's like hot potatoes sometimes.
Super
it's like, I don't want it. You take, And I'm not making fun of anybody. I just kind of feel like, yeah, okay, I get it. Especially when a big 6'3" guy.
Breathing down your neck.
Right? Like, hello. And then put him on skates, and he's another 3 inches
yeah,
tall.
exactly.
Yeah, it's just it's why I'm sitting up here on the microphone and never will be down there. Although I think I could ref. I don't know. Right?
You would have done better than the last one.
Well, okay, there we go. We let you have your turn with that one, and that's that. All right, well, once again, if you're watching out there on Facebook or YouTube, please consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on all of the live things that I do, not just with my friend Connor. And there's some, we always clip the shorts there from the post-game press conference and lots of information going on out there. But we're definitely proud to be here with the Sarnia Sting, of course, up in the Hughes Intelligence Canada hockey suite. It's going to be packed house in this suite tonight. And it's going to be packed house, we're expecting, here tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, at the Progressive Auto Sales Arena. So be ready. Connor will be back. What's that?
Oh, it's just the green section down there. Yeah.
Oh, the green section.
Oh,
yeah. I wonder if we can.
Oh, boy.
Should we? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, why not? Give them their dues.
I don't know if we can see it. Let's try and see if we can show them over there.
They've brought their the electricians as well. There's a lot of lights down there.
Let's see if we can zoom in on them. They don't even know. They don't even know we're looking at them. No, I can't see. I can't go that far. But the Sarnia Sting will be out on the ice here momentarily to get things warming up. But that's about all we've got for you here right now. And again, we would appreciate you subscribing, following, all that sort of stuff. And Laddie just liked the live. Ethan, thanks for the follow. Lydia's out there liking the live. Okay, we're going to end things here on Facebook and YouTube the way we always do. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm David Burrows on behalf of my good friend Connor Burke. 1, 2, 3.
Go
Sting,
Sting,
go!